Welcome back, everyone. Here we are, fighting our guy Geras as Raiden. We're ready. We're ready to take on the Sandman in the sea of blood. You're back. Wasn't his last fight against Sonya, or am I just missing that? I'm like pretty sure Sonya was his last fight. And so if that's the case, oh, it's gonna kill me. I might survive with like the slightest amount of health. No!
Your end is near.
Joke's on him though, he used his ultimate power. And I still have mine. But yeah, if Sonya was the last person that he fought, how could that have pushed him to Raiden level? I mean, let's be real. I mean, I know technically he loses, but he's like talking a big game like, oh yeah, I'm ready to take on the Thunder God. I fought and gotten stronger for this moment, all this other junk. But it's like, Sonya could not have possibly pushed him that amount. This should end him perfectly. Ba-boom! Oh no! It's gonna be kind of interesting to see who the next big bad side enemy is, because they still haven't really popped Devora, you know? Because technically speaking, Devora was Shinnok's side individual.
I will suffer you no more. That is unfortunate for you. The sea of blood is bottomless. You will fall forever.
See, this is what's so stupid about it. The dude literally turned himself into sand moments ago, so why could he not just do that again?
Now do I have your attention, Raiden? The warriors sinking your fleet are under my command.
You have made a devil's bargain with Kronika, Frost.
You ignored me my entire life. Kronika saw my talent from the start.
Fight!
Put your knee. One thing I wonder that they'll do, if they'll do this in like the next timeline, is I wonder if they'll make Frost good or Bihan Sub-Zero good or anything like that. I think that'd be an interesting twist on things. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I just think that'd be a cool little twist on things, like have Kylie Lang or whatever the main Sub-Zero is. I always forget his name. Have him become Noob Saibot and then have Bihan like be good and everything. That'd be kind of cool to see. I would just like to see some bigger twists happen than just, oh yeah, Cyber Sub-Zero. That's really all MK9 did. It really just did subtle things like that. Because Liu Kang still beats Shang Tsung in the first part of it. and then he beats Shao Kahn later on. The only thing that's different is that he doesn't defeat Shao Kahn in the part 3, the invasion part, which would be reference to Mortal Kombat 3. Instead, it's Raiden fused with the Elder Gods.
Envy and ambition consume you.
So it was always subtle stuff, so I'd love for this next timeline to really go all out.
Such wasted potential.
The good she could have done in command of these cyber Lin Kuei.
She commands them, not Sector. If so, she is linked to them. They follow her thoughts.
Then let them follow her to defeat.
Candy-ass bitch.
This is where I also have issues with the power levels.
Raiden's fleet nears our shores.
The two of you will command the army defending the beachhead.
Where will you be?
Still getting defeated by Raiden.
Land ho!
Time after time, Kronika's schemes have pitted us against each other. That cycle must end, Liu Kang.
This time it will.
Would have been unfortunate if he just like kicked right through
Your
his
power.
chest.
Is this Kronika's gift?
A gift to myself, you could say.
You stole your own soul, perverted your own nature.
It's a lesson you taught me, Raiden. To fight my enemies by any means necessary.
It's crazy to think this is the MK9 Liu Kang. And now the fight continues where it left off. Oh, they got this dude amped up. Let's get back in this thing. Gotta use these fatal blows to take out that momentum, and once you do that, they're off edge. You don't know what happened. They're just like, oh god, oh, broke the jaw. He's shocked now. He don't know how to handle it. Oh god, he did it faster than I could do it. I was gonna teleport behind him. God, that bicep kick is so OP in this game because you can amp it up. You can amp it up to like twice as long. God, they always know when to dodge. It sucks. I hate how they always know when to do things. Like, come on. Over here fighting people that have future reading powers or something. Psychic.
To fight my enemies by any means necessary.
Fight.
Bust his jaw open. Alright, come on, let's go. Jeez. Let me fight, guy. They got him going combo hard. Like, geez, give me a second to breathe. Oh, come on, do the move. Freak. This dude off of me. Dear God, chill out with the bicycle kick, man. Alright, hold on. Let me get this done. Come on. Charge up. Let's go. Get the load done.
To fight my enemies by any means necessary.
Fight.
Come on. Stop blocking me. Gotcha.
You pass the thunder.
Even the nunchuck, man. Got him. Boom! There we go.
I have conquered the darkness within me. You must do the same.
You will have to kill me.
I would rather save you.
See, I kind of hate this. Because it would have been so cool to have seen the MK9 Liu Kang come back and, like, see him reawoken. Because, I mean, he was still angry, even as a human. Raiden, hence why he died, because he challenged Raiden. But he wasn't corrupt. He was still of the mindset of being good and fighting for Earthrealm and everything. He just had beef with Raiden. But when he was in his rodent form, he was completely corrupt and he was for the Netherrealm and everything. So it would have been cool to have seen him free of that curse instead of this. Because it's insinuating that this is the Liu Kang that lost his soul just now. The Revenant Liu Kang is not the dominant Liu Kang in this fusion.
Liu Kang?
I am. And I am not.
What happened to Raiden?
He is part of me. Bound to my soul. He made me a god. For now, at least.
A god? Incredible.
Now he's out of her league.
My revenant counterpart. I have absorbed his knowledge of the keep, of Kronika's plan. I know where to find the hourglass. we can beat Kronika.
See? Liu Kang that was in the chair just now is the dominant Liu Kang.
Out of desperation comes invention. I had not thought it possible for Raiden to surprise me. Our success is no longer certain. We must make haste.
And this is where the power levels just get so sloppy. Because it's like, it doesn't make sense for Liu Kang and Raiden to fuse, and all of a sudden that means that they can reach Titan level, a mortal and two mortals and a god. That doesn't make any sense, especially when you consider the fact that she has her crown and she later fused Cetrion, an elder god. So it's like, come on. The only way that makes sense is if whenever they fuse, then inadvertently every Liu Kang from every timeline fuses Liu Kang along with every Raiden from every timeline. And so that's what happened. So it amplified the power to an insane level. But that's the only way that can really make any sense. Otherwise, it makes no sense for two Liu Kangs the lowest level of a god, like a full god, to fuse, and okay, now we're up to Titan level. It really waters down these high stat characters. Because back in the day, it was a feat if you could challenge an elder god. Like that in of itself was like a feat that only a handful of people could ever think of doing. Such as Shao Kahn, when he conquered enough and got enough power from it, or Onaga, but Onaga had to have Kami Dogu and the amulet and all this other stuff to be able to challenge an elder god. But now it's like Cassie Cage with green glowing power and whatnot to match an elder god. And this game right here is watering down the new rank of Titan so quickly. It's just like, come on. I'm hoping the new timeline puts back some structure to the power scaling of characters, because they've just gotten kind of stupid. Which is kind of ironic, because the whole reason Armageddon happened was because the characters were getting too powerful and they were like putting the realms at risk of destruction. That was the whole reason for it. But it almost seems like they sort of retconned that, because in MK9 it's insinuated that Shao Kahn was the reason for Armageddon, and that was never the reason. When you play Armageddon, it talks about how the characters have just become way too OP. And so to fix that...
This means I'm sorry, Jackie. And hell yeah, I'm back.
To fix that, they made it where they would fight each other to reach the top of the pyramid, and thus preventing the destruction of the realms from all these OP characters. That's basically what it was. But then MK9 switched that all up to, oh, Armageddon was caused because of Shao Kahn. And now these freaking characters can exist in the realms of perfect rule. Boom. The other thing that's kind of funny to think about is like, or not really funny to think about, but just interesting, I guess, is
Stand back.
If Johnny, not, yeah, I guess it's Johnny, but he's not in this right now. If Cassie Cage had her green glowing powers activated, how would she stack up to Liu Kang? Because, like, how does Corrupt Shinnok stack up to Kronika? Because you gotta think, with his amulet, he becomes Elder God status, so he's in the range of Cetrion at that point. But then he absorbed the power of Earthrealm through the Jinsei, which basically gave him 1/6 of the power of the One Being on top of his Elder God status. So what does Corrupt Shinnok, or how does he stack up compared to the power of Kronika?
Is the battle lost?
Victory is still at hand. The hourglass is nearly ready. You will prevent Liu Kang's interference, but you will require more assistance.
Whatever happens, I am honored to fight at your side.
Likewise, Liu Kang.
Me too, brother.
May the Elder Gods protect us.
Combining with Raiden has the benefit of novelty, but it is also too little, too late.
The other thing I never understood is why did they have to reset the timeline? If he gets the crown and he has the hourglass, why couldn't he just rewind time? Like, why? I don't understand the whole erasing everything.
Regardless, your allies are gone, while mine remain to defend me. Finish him.
The other thing that's really stupid about this is, like, the Elder Gods can take and give power, right? That's what they did to Shinnok. They took away his status as an Elder God, but he kind of put that in the amulet, he put that power in the amulet so that even with his status removed, he could still get that power back. And then Raiden was promoted.
Jinsei flows within you. Let it fuel your fire.
And Raiden was promoted to Elder God status in the original timeline, but then he took it away from himself and stepped back down to Protector. So it's like, if they can do all those things, why cannot Titan do the same thing to someone of a different god status? Why couldn't Kronika take Raiden's godly powers away to make him mortal, so that she could just freeze him with ease? And even then, she still was able to freeze him. She just shot him with some power from the sand. You don't see that in this. It's in the Afterlife DLC, which we'll get to.
Now stand
But I just don't
down.
understand certain things.
I
It doesn't
have
make
no wish
sense.
to harm.
Hurry.
You already killed me! My fate was sealed the moment I joined you at Raiden's side. It's a mistake I won't repeat in the new era.
In the new era.
Fight.
Okay, I'm going to actually end it here. Now that we got to the fight point, I'll be able to just skip over to this. But yeah, this whole part right here always gets on my nerves a little bit, just because the whole scaling of the last two games have just been garbage. There's no reason that Cassie Cage should have beat Corrupt Shinnok, and there's no reason that this version of Liu Kang should beat a Titan. And it gets even worse in Aftermath. Like, Aftermath is even more just outrageous with the scaling of power, because then you have a crownless Liu Kang beating Shang Tsung after everything he absorbed, being Shao Kahn, Sindel, part of Raiden and Fujin's souls, and then also Kronika, who had just absorbed Cetrion moments before, and he had the crown. So it's just like, how did Liu Kang defeat that? Like, it gets ridiculous there, but that's my only real annoyance with these newer Mortal Kombat games. It's just the power scaling makes zero sense. So I'm hoping by MK12 they fix that and everything makes more sense again, because they had it right in MK12 or MK9. That was the only one in the NetherRealm trilogy so far that's made any sense, where Shao Kahn was just getting amped up from the Soul NATOs and all this other stuff, to the point that he reached an insane level of power during his invasion, and so Raiden and the Elder Gods combined took him on. That was pretty cool, like, whatever. But everything since then with X and this is just ridiculous. It makes no sense. But I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, and I will see you all on the next one. See ya then.